We are back here in the booth here at Strata New York, and I'm joined now by Elizabeth Charnock, CEO of Cataphora. Elizabeth, thank you very much for being with us.
My pleasure.
What is digital character?
Digital character is this notion that everything that we do online, in fact so much of what we do in our lives now is online, can be preserved, analyzed to give a very complete diary of everything about us. So it's everything from what makes us happy, what makes us sad, how easily we get upset, whether we're stubborn, whether we're brave, any number of things like that.
How much data does it require to formulate a digital character?
Depends how accurate you want it. Certain types of events, for example, like presidential elections, only happen every 4 years. So if you want to see whether the presidential election sets people off, you need at least 8 years of data.
Sure.
To get a smaller sample, though, what's more important is not the quantity of it, but that it's not cherry picked. Often people don't want others to see something that may be unflattering about them. We need to see everything, even if it's a relatively short period of time, like even months,
Right.
as opposed to years, and it gives us a pretty good idea.
So once that character is formulated, I'm thinking more on the machine side, what can be done with it? How does that turn into an object that can be used?
Oh, it can be used almost 1,000 different ways. If you're an advertiser, you probably want to see who you're going to be the likeliest to sway.
Sure.
What the easiest way into a social network is to influence many different people. If you're an employer or a school or an insurance broker, any of those things, you may want to see what type of risk you're taking on dating. It's another really obvious one. It's almost endless.
Sure. So last question for you. There's a lot of focus on cleaning data. Right? Is that effort best spent elsewhere?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I'm giving a talk later today at this conference about how even getting just identity right is a really hard problem that's often botched with very unpredictable and bad consequences. So I think it's the only responsible thing to do is to spend the time making the data as good as it can possibly be.
So it's a big effort. It's worth the investment.
It has to be, as I'll say later today. The thing about big data is it's great. There's so much more data than ever before, but you could be way more wrong than ever before.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.
We'll be back in just a moment with more live interviews here from Strata New York. Please stay with us.